Welcome back, everybody. We've got Unity versus MEAX for our next upper bracket match. It's EU versus NA. Pinto, we also have this out here on the casting deck. It's EU versus NA up here too. How are you feeling?
Yeah.
Are you an EU fanboy today? Are you you feeling Unity or?
Look, I mean, without showing too much bias here at all, I'm a former MEAX player myself, and I can tell you they are a team of some great people, and they're pretty good at the game as well. So I mean, looking forward to seeing some MEAX action here today. Hoping maybe they can prove that Unity maybe isn't all that, especially after the 9-0 Unity got in the last game. But
That is true.
We'll see what we see. We'll see what we see.
Taken out early by a nade, but that's not going to stop MEAX from taking it slow, trying to find these early picks. There's a bit of a scuffle towards Tons, but that's not going to stop any of these players from progressing towards Catwalk, where it'll be a B split. Ooh, opens up on Kodiak along with random arrows. On the follow-up on the Black, it's a 4 versus 3 in this pistol round. Screwing spots out another. It's Nebula, but Nebula wins the fight out. Trade in from Infused Power. Cry finds one of his own on the other side of the map, and it's a 2 versus 2 post here. Smalls and Infused both with utility. We'll have to see whose is more effective here. It's a 1v1 on Long and a 1v1 on Cat. Two separate instances of gunfights. Who can win their ones? It's going to be Infused to win theirs. Can Random Arrows wins theirs? Nope, it's Smalls with the nade. Smoke going to come in close. Smoke to counter. It's a one-on-one. Just battle of the smokes as Smalls swings low.
He didn't hear the drop. He didn't hear the drop.
He's got 5 seconds here. 5 seconds to get in close, and he's got it. Can he jump up in time? 3 seconds to get on the scanner. Oh my goodness.
Has he made it?
He started at 7 seconds. I don't know if he has it.
A close one.
No way!
Oh.
Less than a quarter of a second, and Smalls misses the defuse because he missed a jump. He missed a jump and had to re-jump. Oh, man. But MEAX, I have to give him props. They entered that site really well. They were able to lock it down even after the refrags from players like Nebula. Man. Like I said, last time around.
EU power.
Yeah, last time around I said, hey, these pistol rounds, it gives the underdog the chance to show up, and MEAX have taken that opportunity at face value. They've also taken this first pick and the second. Infused, what is that? Oh man.
They can take the Catwalk space and a lot of space on the side.
Unity's falling apart. Okay, random. Okay, random. Okay, Cry gonna follow up that self nade with a pick onto 24 Gray and a nade on his screw. Wait a second. Wait a second. He's got another nade and it's a 1 versus 2. What is he about to do if he gets this pick with another nade? Oh, Sandy's so low. This is a winnable 1v5, 4. I mean, Random Arrows naded himself. I'm not going to count it as an ace clutch. Maybe I count it as an ace. Okay, if he wins this, it's an ace clutch. I think that's valid. Cry, though.
More sillier ones for sure.
He's got utility, but he's not going to get the pick onto Power. 3 in the round. Power's going crazy. 6 and 1 top of the server. And 2 players on Unity dropping donuts. Kodiak and Black, 0 kills. 2 rounds into the game. MEAX really showing up here. They're here to get into the ring. They're looking to throw some heavy punches.
Any rounds on the board against Unity, let alone 2 very solid rounds back to back. So I mean, I hope they can keep this momentum going. You know what we saw in the first game where we saw two very good rounds at the start and then absolute nothing from the rest. But maybe MEAX can do something a bit different this time. Maybe they can keep this ball rolling. Let's see what they do.
Once again, early utility kill, this time in favor of MEAX. Random Arrow is going to be working his way Cat. That's going to prompt Cry to swing in towards mid, and that gives the opportunity for Power to get another pick on mid. This guy is just a mid demon today. 3 picks and counting towards mid, and screwing up close turns at the wrong time, but it doesn't matter. He's got Sandy to support, and this is about to be a flawless round from MEAX. Make it 3-0. Put it in the books because Smalls is left alone. He may get the first, he may get the second in a moment here, but 1 versus 4. 5 if you count the pick on the screwing, but Yeah, just swings in wide. Not going to get the pick off that nade throw even. And it's 3-0 for MEAX. Not the start we were expecting.
They're reading Unity perfectly here, so they know exactly their playstyle. They can, in their minds, they know exactly what they're gonna do, and they can predict it perfectly. You saw random arrows. He was expecting Smalls to peek out with that nade, and he just demolished him. Didn't even let him get a chance. We saw it earlier in mid with Screwin and Sandy. They were ready for those two players lurking around about close once again in mid. They definitely have a very good calculations going here. They definitely are very good at knowing what's gonna happen in the minds of Unity.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. MEAX going in for these double stacks, these triple stacks towards mid, and it's working out. Small's getting aggressive, though. Will finally shut down one, but it's Power once again to get the trade on mid. Posted up in great position here. Ooh, Cry might get caught out. Little bit of damage, but won't connect Sandy.
When Fuse Power, he's looking the wrong way. Kodiak around the corner. He spots him. Now Kodiak's right behind enemy lines here.
Unity finally on man advantage, but Kodiak is on the flank. Let's just see what he does with this pistol. Shots not exactly connecting. Does end up getting the kill. But now,
with the pistol.
Power, we've seen him frag out. He's 9-1. Can he make it double digits here? Oh, Smoke's going to reveal his position. Kodiak better have heard that cough. And with the smoke fading, oh, Power, my friend, you've got to find this pick. Don't get knifed. Don't get knifed. Oh, he gets it. And he follows up with another. More damage onto Cry. Can he find the pick? It's Cry behind the barrels to find the pick and give Unity a scuffed first round, but a first round nonetheless.
Almost dare to say Kodiak was scared. His ego was a bit damaged there. I've never seen someone so desperate when down to get a pistol kill or a knife kill. It's almost like he's trying to regain something back there. A bit of positive mental, especially after you go 18 winning rounds back to back. But
you know Unity, you know Kodiak. They like to make it a bit fun sometimes. They like to goof off a bit. It just happens. Sometimes these teams want to spice it up, force themselves to a little bit more of a challenge, you know, and maybe they're giving MEAX this false sense of security. Maybe MEAX does have them figured out. We'll just have to see as we progress further into the game, and especially in the second half, because that's when Unity is going to shine on this attack. Kodiak up close and personal, finds the first. He is aware of the second, but he's gonna fall back, and he peeks in with the nade, able to get Scanner down, and it's MEAX. Yeah, Kodiak's goofing off. Kodiak is goofing off. He's going in for the dance. Random Arrow is able to get one on mid. Not a follow-up, though, as Cry gets his own 2K, and Unity are looking to close the gap. Yeah. Get ready. Kodiak giving us a little jig, giving us a dance. He is, he's just having a good time. He's not concerned about going 9-0 this time.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good 3-round run for MEAX. I'm almost a bit worried here that Unity now got it all a bit figured out. They know what they're doing, and now they can just take this away. I really hope not. I really hope that is not the case, like we saw earlier. But I mean, it's definitely possible.
That touch grass game starting to call back to it. But Smalls with the opening pick. Screwin and Gray both able to find their openers, though. The trade and the pick on the backside. Swinging to lower. Oh, my goodness. Screwin able to find Black on the ramp. Swinging wide. Knife out. Full movement speed. Still hits the shot. Screwin looks for another on the edge of that smoke towards ramp, but not going to connect. Here's a player up close. It's going to be Kodiak on the vector. Finds one, but immediately gets traded out by Sandy. It's all on the Nebula. Finds the first headshot. 2 more to go. And with utility on his wrist, he's going to smoke off main. Neither player there. Both stacked up on backside, looking for any information they can get their hands on. Tap onto the scanner. The double swing's going to be in, and it's Power once again. 12-3. He is just on his A game today.
Yeah, for sure. Playing very well, especially the MEAX team. He's definitely putting in work here, and that is nice to see as well. After MEAX have a shaky couple of rounds, that they've still got this in them. The game isn't over for them yet. You know, Unity haven't turned this around, and they still actually are holding a pretty strong lead. If they can keep that lead going on to the defending side, I dare to say they have a very good time ahead of them, especially.
I mean, they have guaranteed that even 4-4 half at least, and with how it's going now, MEAX might be looking to go all the way. It would be an interesting prospect to see MEAX in the upper bracket, even though we were expecting a team like Unity, like Rec to be here. Trades are coming in. Random Error is able to get 2 on the entry. That is beautiful. And it turns into a 2v2 without a plant just yet. Black able to find one. Screwin picks up the trade on to Nebula. Screwin does have more HP and utility here than Black, but do I dare say that the AK-12 is going to be the better weapon here? 2 shots would be the difference. Smoke is out. That's sandwich covered. Nade overhead, but it won't connect into backside. And Black is going to have to play up close and personal. Damage onto Screwin. They're both 1 shot from death. And Screwin's going to be waiting behind those green barrels. Surprises Black with his position. And it's MEAX up to 5. They've guaranteed a lead going into the second half.
Get ready.
This is looking good for them. I mean, we saw I wouldn't say a shaky second half, but not as amazing second half from Unity when they went onto the attacking side of things in the last game. And if this is what MEAX is doing to them when they're on their stronger side, good things coming. MEAX usually bottom bracket warriors in every Crest league we've ever seen before, but maybe this could be their day.
I mean, before the tournament even started today, me and you were discussing on the desk. We were saying, hey, I think Unity's going to be the second place team, and I think we both agreed on that. But you mentioned that MEAX may be the third place, you know, trophy holders, and I was like, I was considering it.
You were questioning me.
And
there.
then I saw Rex completely bomb out of the tournament, completely drop out, and I started to believe you. But after the start of this match, oh man, it may just be a best of 1, but this may be telltale signs of the future for MEAX. Pretty successful so far, and we'll see if their split set push has success here as well. Gray and Power together on this B-side push. It's a headshot for Gray to open up. Nade overhead, not going to do any damage. Black left with no utility and no teammates. Has to take a raw gunfight, and he'll have to fall off to fight Cat. The trade is in. 1 player pushed up close. It's Kodiak, who's already extended in a full wasted mag, and it's another round for MEAX. 6-2 on the half. And have you ever seen a performance like this from MEAX in NA territory? I certainly haven't.
No, definitely not. I've seen MEAX play well before, but not like this. This is something else. This is not even close to what I was expecting, what I was predicting when I said the 3rd place. This is truly a team to be reckoned with today, if they weren't already. And I mean, they are really showing it.
I mean, I talked about Unity last game. They were shattering the hopes of everyone, every single opponent. And now it's looking like the opposite for them. They're the ones struggling. They're the one who need to figure it out. It's Gray. What a way to open. Oh, man. Unity have to break their way into this site completely alone. And with that, I think the fake gets called. Nebula has to rotate to his team, but Screwin's completely aware that Long is going to be open. 4 players waiting to rotate for MEAX. And Unity's aware that they are caught out. They are deer in the headlights right now, as MEAX are ready for a full 5 versus 2 rotate.
Sandy's giving the call.
Oh, these are good smokes.
I don't know what's going on.
Good smokes, but MEAX, they're gonna break through. They've cracked the can of worms open, and they've only got to find 2 pieces of bait. The first will be Cry, but it's Smalls to die first. Cry left alone in the 1 versus 3. We know he's good with that PL. Can he convert any kills here? He's got to find 3, and he's getting pinched. 1. But none for Cry, as MEAX gets 7. They are 5 rounds ahead of Unity. I can't believe what I'm seeing right now, Finzo.
I know. I mean, this is the kind of performance you expect to see from Acer when up against Unity. And it's not even like they've had a bad day. Going 9-0, 9-0 in the previous 2 games. This is just an insane game for MEAX. And hopefully what we see an insane day. Finally, maybe some more upsets, what we like to see. And yeah, really good stuff. It's not even like Unity or losing rounds that they should be winning. They're truly just getting put in bad positions. The sheer firepower that is MEAX today.
Yeah, and a fast push from Unity, trying not to get naded out, but Nebula is going to be the one to open up here. 2 picks, 1 with the nade, 1 with the AK, looks for a 3rd, but Screwin shuts him down. Trade is in from the frag grenade of Black. Tries to follow up with another. It's a peek on the site. Drops off the ladder. Power just struggling to keep his life here as Small swings in and finds him. Sandy with 2. Looks for another, but the trade is in from Kodiak. Finally, a good-looking round from Unity. They get the opener with utility. They get the frag to follow up with the MK. And Unity actually has a convincing round on their hands. They are on attack. They need to keep the momentum going, but
kicking in.
Unity, they've got something. I'm not saying they have everything, but they have something, all right? They're making it work.
And it looks like they're going to try and make it work again. They clearly found maybe a slight weak spot in the MEAX defense that they can place those
Gray
nades
spots
well
that out.
again.
They know it's a Unity B hard hit, but are they aware of the one player that's going to be pushing up the catwalk? It is going to be Smalls, waiting that utility out, waiting to proc this fight against Screwin. This could be a vital kill. Sight is going to be cracked open. Gray goes in for the swing. Meanwhile, Smalls is just going to be trying to lock down this mid position. And it looks like a full rotate is in. Kodiak gets the kill into random arrows. And MEAX are just getting picked off one by one. Does Screwin go for a play here? Oh my goodness. Gun going to be heard. Nade goes overhead. And half his health is going to be gone from just that.
Smalls' position as well.
Oh my goodness. Kodiak just instant push. What is this? Here's the back off.
Playing a nasty game here.
Oh, the time. Oh, it's a headshot too. Smalls, you can't do that. You can't do that, Smalls. Gray left alone, and Unity finally winning their gunfights, picking off MEAX one by one. Gray left all alone on low HP. It's gonna be scared and alone for him as Unity picks up their 4th, and they're starting to close the gap.
We're looking at the new Unity we know now. Thank you for waking up, Kodiak. It's about time. Can they keep it going though? MEAX still in a very confident position in the way of rounds. I mean, they've got 2 rounds, 2 good rounds, and they take this. They take this round. They stay in the winners bracket, and Unity have got a much longer road ahead of them. They just need to hold on just a bit longer, MEAX. And need to stop letting Unity finding these weak spots in the defense and just cracking open these sites so easily, like they have done the past couple of rounds. Not much for Unity, but it's
this cat fight again. Random arrows this time gonna open up with a nade. That's how we've been seeing MEAX win these rounds, with the utility opener, and especially now that cat control is gonna be lost by Smalls. Unity has a 3 versus 5. They have to take their time trying to find these picks, and Gray will spot out the head of Kodiak. Black follows up with a nade. And now
it is infused.
Oh, the 2 push pretty close. It's Power with 1. Doesn't get the kill. It's Black shut down. Nebula finds one of his own towards the other side of the map, and he's got a 1v1 on his hands. Sandy versus Nebula picks it up, and he knows one more player is going to be underpass. Kodiak making the rotate with that scanner. Does he actually opt for mid? No, he doesn't. He's going to be taking that safe rotate towards lower tons, a 2 versus 2 that they have to make this work. Nebula does have a smoke. He could block off ramp here, or Kodiak, but it doesn't matter because Screwin's going to miss the shots anyways. Kodiak tosses the scanner to Nebula. Nebula's going to get that scan down. Screwin now with the nade, looks for a kill onto Kodiak. Not going to connect though. Kodiak gets the pick, and Unity are looking at their 5th here. Screwin's got a smoke to isolate the fight here, but he's actually going to smoke himself off from sight, giving him a tight angle to wrap in. He hears coughing from Kodiak, knows Kodiak is rotating into main, but he's got to find this fight on site first, and it's Nebula to win it out. A round from Unity, a 5 versus 3 that they managed to convert. MEAX should be winning that almost every time, but I guess the calls from Kodiak there mid-round just work out in Unity's favor. MEAX slowly crumbling now after a strong lead. Does Unity actually convert this win and stay in the upper bracket, or does MEAX pull off the upset? We'll have to see here. Only a few more rounds.
Yeah, and I mean, in Unity once again going for their safety, the one that's been working for them, and even off the back of that, they can rotate to other sides quite easy, and that seems to be what's working for them. The quick movements that catch MEAX off guard on sites that they don't have control of. You know, especially later in the game when they don't have the utility they can put to work.
Screwin's pushed up so far. If Screwin gets a pick here, even if he dies, that's mid control for MEAX. And that's less room for Unity to work with. Oh, screwing pulls the move on Smalls. Finally gets his revenge from that pop-up. And now Unity have to make the cross when they're getting tagged from high hell. MEAX holding on to this B site. Oh, Cry! Able to find power, but Gray is there with the trade, and that's Scanner down. Unity has to waste time recovering the Scanner now. And with a minute on the clock, this rotate will be called so much sooner. Random arrows towards scaffold here. Maybe gets a noise cue. We'll have to see here as Black and Kodiak will be crawling up mid. Do they manage to clear the close angle, or will they go for the lower tons rotate? Random arrows, it's all a matter of time, and he's got the angle. He's got one, but the trade is in.
And now the ball is dropped. They know what's going on. They know what's happening. It's just under the last one. He's going to go down. Perfect from screwing in Sandy to clean that up. Oh, and
MEAX now have four opportunities to close this game out. 4 chances to beat what was the #2 team last time around in Crest League. A team formed by the man, the myth, the legend, Kodiak, to win Crest League. Will they even make it through the upper bracket? It doesn't look like it. MEAX has been their trial by fire.
Truly insane to see. Truly amazing to see an upset. And Gray,
oh my goodness. Until it's happening.
I mean, it's over. It is happening. This
I'm going to have to move back to Europe. I'm going to have to move back to Europe, man. MEAX is actually doing this. EU is on top of one of the top NA teams right now. It's Power once again with the long pick. And it's 2 picks for Unity. We've seen them convert a 3 versus 5, but can they convert a 2 versus 5? No, they cannot. Sandy shuts down Black to close out this game, and MEAX have pulled off the upset versus Unity.
And no close upset either. This was 9-5, which, to be fair, while some good rounds on the board there for Unity, this is Unity we're talking about. The Kodiak, the Smalls, the Nebula, right? These are no small players. These are no fresh faces. Some absolute giants in the scene who truly put in a lot of work to get upset by Europe's very own MEAX.